Welcome back to the Noob Master channel. Okay, right now as it stands, I'm going to be doing the box build for the Sony Explode. So now I'm just gonna do the cutout, measuring the cutout here, so that I can obviously then just do it over here at the bottom here. Cut it out. I've already got the jigsaw ready and everything. So yeah, okay, look, it's not a bad subwoofer. I mean, its rated power is 300 watts, which is not bad. It's okay. And then for some odd reason, I don't know what's happening with these screws here. I tried to take them out, but they're not, luckily they're not that deep, so it's probably at a mill, so I'll just drive them in that small little gap and just drive them in, and then the rest of them I'll just use the screws to fasten it. But yeah, let me just do the measurements and see. Okay, so now I'm going to be measuring the diameter of this. So looking at that, I'm just going to basically make it as level or as straight as possible. So over here now I'm looking at 273 millimeters. So I'm going to, that's the diameter, so obviously I'm going to work out the radius and then I'm going to cut out the circle, but 273 millimeters the diameter. Okay, right now I'm going to measure the actual board. This is for the speaker mount, though you can say the baffle, the front baffle. So I'm gonna measure it just to make sure it's right from the place that I used to cut. Normally, I guess these guys don't really make those mistakes if you give them the correct measurements, but human error will always be there, just to double check and make sure. So I'm just gonna measure that, and I'm going to measure basically where I'm going to mount the driver itself. So let's just see here quickly. So far so good. I'm happy with how they cut it, and now I'm going to basically mark off where I want the circle to be, more or less. So if I'm happy with that, and then I'll just commit, and I will just then cut. Okay. Right now I'm getting ready to do the circle. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit weird now, or deeper or what, but I've got the mask on. So basically, like I said, like with my Almera build, is this is a little trick that EXO showed on one of his videos. So it's just the two screws, the radius of that circle. I've opted to go 274, just a little bit bigger, because I can see there's some leeway in that, and all I do is screw this into the middle, and then just turn it, and then it digs into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to cut the circle, and then I'll show you with the sub in. Okay, did the cutout now for the Sony Explode. It's sitting quite nice, very nice. I had to kind of cut a little bit of edges out, because I just undercut it. It just was a bit tight. So instead of actually forcing it and torquing it down by force, I'd rather than just take off a little bit, just shave off a little bit on the edges. But so far so good, this is looking good. So now it's time for the assembly of the box. So far I've done the markings. As you can see, this is the bottom part where I'm going to have to screw in all the screws. As you can see, I've done those stars and obviously lines when I know more or less, well, not actually more or less, accurately. When I place a piece of wood here, I know that is it. It's there. I just screw in and then I'm done. Then also I've done it with the baffle as well. As you can see there, I've marked it. As you can see there, that's a baffle here. Or also those markings in that. Now it's just time to just screw them in, glue them, and then assemble it. Okay, so far so good. I've done the baffle, as you can see there, and I've done the one piece of the port. So now obviously now I must just do this one here, and then that one there for the mouth and that, and then this will be the last piece on this side here. This will be the last and final piece, and then before I put the top on. So for now what I'm gonna do is over here, okay, I'm gonna apply like over here and over there, across there, like over there, across, even here. I'm gonna be applying acrylic cork or chalk. So I'll let that dry a bit, and then I'm just gonna take a little bit of a rest, and I just think I'm gonna do this section here. If I'm gonna put this piece first and then screw this on, or just screw this one on first and then screw that one on, and then put the long piece and then end off with this. I think I'll be doing that. I'll put this piece, this one here first, and then I will then put this one, then I know I'm done. Then it's just the back side, and then as I put in now is I'm going to be applying the cork. If I can't get my hand through there, then I'll have to just use it from this other end. Apply, and then when I put it in, chances are I won't be able to put my hand in there, so I'm gonna have to use it on this side. Then I know it's completely sealed off. Each one of these ports is completely, or sections of the port is sealed off. And then obviously the last piece, when I put this one in, okay, I should be able to fit my hand, if I look at this here, as far as I can, and then just smear it in. And wherever I'm missing and what, I'll just do it from the outside, just a smaller section there on the outside, and then just smear that in. So yeah, but so far so good. I'll just show you when I've done the cork and that. Okay, right now what I've got is two of the terminals going into the subwoofer, and then what I did is I crimped both of them. Okay, and what I did is, I don't know if you can see it, I just soldered just the tips. Okay, focus, doesn't want to focus. I think doesn't want to focus now, but I soldered just the tips. Okay, probably it'll focus now. And obviously now I just use insulation tape as well, positive, negative, so I don't get confused in that. And then yeah, now I'm just gonna basically feed a wire through there, and then I'm going to basically lay it down here, and then basically the box is almost done, and then I'll just show you the complete box.